Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about The Division 2 and my review on it on how good it was. At least like 4.5.
Out of 5?
Yeah. There is some questionable doubts as to why it's not straight up 5. First of all, it's a good game to begin with. Like when you go in there, you do see other players, and sometimes you do get calls from other players that do need your help, but you don't actually see them while you play. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but like if I were to go in a safe house, I'll see all the players inside that safe house or settlement. But like when I venture outside into the real world, nothing. It's just all me. But I would say that the loot and stuff is great. There's a variety of weapons. Instead of being in the snow, it's in Washington, D.C. I can't say it's in the summer, but it looks like it could be in the spring in between those two areas. Because I don't see any evidence that support it's like in the fall. The storyline, from what I was getting, is that the Division network's down and you're supposed to bring it back up. In the city, there's like these mini gangs that you have to go up against. So the storyline so far on that is pretty good. The enemies are tough as hell. And as a guy that's a fan favorite of Fallout, I would say that you like looking for random things to like collect into your inventory so you could like sell, trade off, and stuff like that. Case random of one weapon, like a weapons case, and then I would find another one like a few feet this way or this way. You know, like sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, and that's what made it interesting. So the storyline is great, the loot is great. When you're in the White House, I would say that there's all the features that you would expect for multiplayer that you can access when you're in the story mode. So with that in mind, like that's interesting. There's a mode called clan mode or something, or clan thing. I guess you can make your own clan in the game, which that's really cool. But like I said, I think the only reason I'm a little skeptical, like everything's great, including down to the graphics, is the fact that the First Division, what they did was that they had a great concept, a great game, but what they did was they didn't have enough to do. And by the time that they actually had enough to do, people were pretty much done with Division 2 and moving on to games like Fortnite and stuff. So they said this time they definitely worked that out better, and they actually have things for you to do, including new content that's rumored to come out. I'm not sure on the details for that, but I just know that the developers have mentioned that they're definitely pushing out stuff, but there's no sure date as to when that is. But that's pretty much the Division 2 beta that I played. I would highly recommend you guys playing 2. It is worth the money, I think. I would say that I'm getting the Ultimate Edition, which you get a year of Ubisoft, and supposedly you get extra storage, like in your backpack and stuff, for being able to have the Ultimate Edition. 2 weapons, one's a shotgun and one's an exotic not M16, but an AK-47 looking weapon, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. You get like Secret Service clothing, CIA kind of stuff. Like you get clothing options too, which makes your character look more badass. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the Ultimate Edition. Oh, and you get to play 3 days early. So March 13th instead of 15th, you'll be able to access it on the 13th. That's a good question. They gave out, for those who pre-ordered the game, the private beta. So those who pre-ordered the game got to play the private beta, and that's why I had the chance to explore that game. I would say that I found a few glitches with the NPCs. Yes, NPCs. which are non-player computerized, like, you know, characters, you know, those kind of things. They kind of like glitch out. One of them like had a grenade launcher, killed themselves, and killed like a bunch of other people by stupidity. Or like I would roll, like you have the option to hide behind objects and roll. And the problem was, like, I would get stuck in the wall. And these guys were just like, enemy! And they would kill me just like that. I was like, I couldn't move. So,
on gamers kind of point of view,
go ahead.
what would you compare it to out of all the other games you play? Like, what's comparable?
I would compare it. It's like if you were to take Borderlands and you would take Fallout and I would say just any usual Tom Clancy game, and it had like a mishmash. That's what it feels like to me.
So you feel like they're trying to, because Tom Clancy is a Division, right?
Yeah, Tom
do you feel
Clancy is, you know, like he's always been known for military stuff.
Yeah, but from what you were just now saying, he's basically trying to up his games if he's taking little bits from Fallout and little
Well,
bits
it's not
from...
him, it's people that at Ubisoft, but
Yeah.
Like, it's an open world concept.
So it's a step up from the new normal Tom Clancy games?
Yeah, usually with Tom Clancy games you find, guys, is that they set yourself up in a certain world, and like it's just like how it plays out like that.
I'm your interviewer, by the way.
My wife's the director, so if
Oh, when I do this, that's how many minutes you have left.
I have 3 minutes. Damn. Final product comes out, don't know how much it's gonna change, because usually it's a beta for a reason, because they like to test out how the network will be. But that's all I gotta say about Division 2 as far as the beta.
If you do want to check out the beta version, though, it has already been streamed that you just recently did, so they can check out that video. You can link it below for them to watch.
That's right. And I actually used a green screen for the first time, which makes it look ridiculously good, by the way.
The way you said that's right, it made it sound like, that's right, Gene.
Oh my god. And my wife was nice enough, she figured out how to put a slideshow at the bottom of my screen. So it made me look more professional.
Okay.
But this has been fun, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Any newcomers like my content, hit the subscribe button and hit that notifications.
Join the pack.
Join the pack, yes. And I will see you another time, guys.